Good Morning Ghana is the right program for your viewing every morning. It's now time for us to go to our community watch. And management of the Accra Sewage Improvement Project have told Metro News they will clear up choked sewage pipelines within the Accra metropolis by close of this month. The initiative follows Metro News' sustained reportage of broken sewer lines at the Richard Akwei Memorial School and its environs. Torgbor-Ashong has more for us.
For over 2 years, pupils and teachers of Richard Akwei Memorial School, as well as residents of Aayalolo and its environs, have had to endure foul smell and the unpleasant sight of broken sewage systems through their drains' fecal waste passes. We were here in mid-November 2016 to check the situation.
The pipe, they say the pipe spoil, but we don't know. Anytime they will come and remove this, how do you call it? There is some hole here. They will come and remove it, then they will take it off. And still, this shit is still coming, blowing around.
At the time, raw fecal waste gushes out from the pipelines into drains right in front of the school. On January 10, 2017, we returned to follow up and see if the issue has been fixed. Fear for a possible cholera outbreak was imminent, and residents claimed all efforts to fix the situation have yielded no results.
Toilet they say to me a bone but ya can't be more. You are your fair, be a fair. I mean, I chofa. That's Adam Kachofa fair. I shall be a bona fenistente. I'm a canu center. I've been a skitty, I don't know, la way I said time, Benoana, la way for long care for the care, and your pa be a fair care. No, on your domobile. Men, I'm a cafe, I come a wojala.
A day after the second reportage, the news team has been taking on an inspection tour. We are about to embark on a tour right from where we are now, which is the Muda Waste Water Treatment Plant, through Timber Market all the way to the Richard Akwei Memorial School to see how best this situation could be solved. So come along as we embark on this brief tour.
This is one of the manholes. It had a metal cover on it, but the metal cover, the cover has been stolen. As we're coming, you saw people deal with metal here. Even if we go further, you see the kind of work they do there. The metal cover is stolen.
But how sure are you that it was stolen? It's been here for years, for decades. No. So it could be that because of years it has just,
No. What I'm saying is we removed it quite recently to clean it. So I'm rather surprised seeing it this way.
Okay. So
it wasn't
you suspect a foul play somewhere?
Yes, somebody has removed it.
Right, so I quickly want to remove and indeed confirm. But how come this has been cleaned recently? I just want my cameraman to have a. How come it was cleaned recently and we can see it virtually choked?
This was cleaned before Christmas.
So barely a month?
Yes.
And yet it is choked.
Look at the coconut sellers. They finish, they come and dump.
That is the problem.
And you can see this one, part of this is broken and it's in there. Just look at it. You can see a car tie in there. You can see a car tie in there.
Our attitude.
You can see that the concrete there, the breakages, they are just fresh. Look at it. We cleaned this manhole just before Christmas. We broke off for Christmas and then we are back. And then we have to come back and clean this. And this is the main line that brings the sewage from the Richard Akwei School.
So if it is broke, by all means there will be overflow.
There will be overflow there.
Okay.
You see, so now it means that the contractor has to come back and clean this at another cost. Because he will tell you that I have done this job. Then he is supposed to proceed. Now he is coming back to clean this. So it's going to cost us more. Now we are bringing in new manhole covers. But then, like my colleague said, we cannot be in the whole city at the same time. So it beholds on us, residents, and then, people in the community, to be each other's keeper.
You stay within this neighborhood?
Yes, I am.
And there are some areas within the neighborhood where it is that difficult for sewage to go through, exactly, to flow easily. And it appears some of you, as in residents, are part of the problem. Breaking this cover, taking them and then selling them. This is very true. You know some of your colleagues.
But it's not my colleagues. It's not my colleagues who used to sell these kind of things.
But you know some of these things are happening.
We know, and I have heard it. But I didn't even saw a person or I see a person who claimed to sell this. But we know a certain guys used to sell these kind of things.
Oh, so you know?
Yes, I've heard it. I've heard.
You earlier said you know.
But what I know is I've heard it. They are Sodom and Gomorrah, we used to call them. There they used to say, so they are not around Amamomo here.
Okay.
So the problem is, unless you go there, and that's because I saw you when yesterday or this morning talking about some of residents at Akwei Memorial School. Yes. And there is a big problem over here because the thing is, since I can say even more than 20 years, no one have come to do what?
Maintenance.
Do a maintenance here.
Anyway, as I told you initially, we are cleaning the line.
You were smiling earlier and then shaking your head. What caused that?
Now, you can see what is happening here. We had to identify this manhole. It was initially covered. We had to come with a whole lot of instrument to identify this manhole. You can see the metal is really rusted down there. And well, for this one, the people around really assisted us even to identify where the manhole is because the landmarks are not existent now. So we are now cleaning it. This manhole is about 4 meters deep and we have a landing in. Somebody has to go in with a ladder and clean the whole thing. And yes, that's the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you said, or you saw from the other end, this is supposed to be a road, but it's not a road. We normally have the manholes or the line along the roads. So, but here we are. And
please watch out. I told you we are at timber market, so men at work. We have to then adjust.
We are still working.
Okay.
And then you can actually see that to correct the situation at Akwei School.
Okay, we are supposed to be on the Kojo Abebio Road, but
yes,
clearly
that is the new Kojo Abebio Road for you.
Crooked like that.
Yeah.
Zigzag. Anyway, so we are in timber market. That should explain that several workshops scattered right across. Yet another location where a manhole is located, and being that steady, so I don't end up falling in this manhole. It's quite critical. But this is to explain to you exactly what the situation was few months or weeks back. The fact that there was a story building situated right on this manhole. And you can clearly see that even just to the manhole is a sign to suggest that there was a bathroom right there. So you can see that it's been demolished. I can even see some of the pipe holes, just lying there. And you can also clearly see that officials of the, the treatment plant are also really at work. We encountered this truck coming over and then going to empty some of the septic tanks or the manholes we saw. So this clearly shows that they are at work.
This truck is rightly going to the manhole we saw there to dislodge it and then clean the silt in it, the rubbish and everything that we saw there. So we had to, you can see it has to only come in one direction, in the reverse way. Otherwise, it can't turn around here. And it has to start from that end, the Richard Akwei, and come reverse all the way to this place to do the dislodging.
If you would recall, I was here a while ago. I spoke with the elderly man you are seeing behind. And if you would recall, I described some of these things to you. They are still complaining about the situation. But, well, you can clearly see tempers rising. But the fact is, the officials in charge are here to tell us exactly what they are doing about this situation. We know that we've been to a number of areas where you are working on the situation, but we are right here in front of the Richard Akwei Memorial School, and they would want to know exactly what you are doing about the situation. In their view, you haven't done anything, and there is no indication to show that you are really prepared to address this issue.
Okay. That is what it looks like, or let me say, it appears to be that we have not done anything about it. But You know, it's a pipeline. It's a whole network. And here is only one small area. It's a whole network from up there, from down here, coming here. Now, you can also see that we have a manhole right in the middle of the road. This place was, we had asphalt overlay here. Now, asphalt overlay covering all the manholes here. And therefore, even getting access to the middle of the road, opening it and working is another issue. Now, combining it with, there is another manhole right in front of Richard Akwei School. That one also tie in here and then goes through the timber market. Now, we have all these manholes tying in and then everything flowing to the Mudo treatment plant. So once we have blockages down there, of course, we'll have an overflow at some of these points. But if the people here will attest to it, from time to time, our people come and work. But then also we are working along the whole line so that we can clear all this. If they will have the patience like you have had, we can take them all through. The building here is right sitting on the thing. We came into existence 2007. And this building, you can attest to it, was built so many years ago. We are doing our best. We acknowledge that yes, it is not the best, but then we are also working towards it. So from time to time, we bring our vehicles here to dislodge, we disinfect the place, and we are doing all that we can.
They feel it's an artificial work and you are not really taking the issue head on. So after a month, you come around and the situation bounces back to its original area.
Of course, tempests will rise, but you can see from where.
So clearly, you can see that tempests are actually rising and seeking the attention of the officials.
For what?
But this
I did the whole. What are you talking to me?
Happening.
We are causing the problem for what? What are you telling me? No, don't talk to what you are talking is wrong. Causing the. You say what? I put the building there. What are you talking to me? The building is my own. You don't do your work well, and you are talking. You want to change your mind. See what you are saying. If you are one of us here, you will suffer. You will hear what day you come here? What day did I see you here? You haven't come here before. You don't talk to me like that. What are you talking?
Right. So I want to still get the official response from Mr. Akon, the main man in charge. But okay.
Yes. What we are trying to do is that we are cleaning the lines. You can see right next to the manhole that they are complaining about. You will see the filth there. Look at the drains here. And you see, it is not one day issue. We need to take time to do all that work here. Now, this manhole here is very deep, about 3 meters deep. We have to let people go in and work. And so it is a gradual thing that we are doing to solve the situation here. We are not happy with people here not being able to, use their toilets or something. But then it's a gradual process that we have to deal with. And so we are working on it. You realize that the treatment plant has been completed. We are cleaning the lines gradually towards this end. And so we are hopeful that by the end of this month, we'll be able to clear all the lines and you will not see this again. So that is what we are trying to do. It is not that it's intentional. We are not working.
Thank you very much. An elaborate explanation, extensive coverage of the situation right in the heart of the capital. You wouldn't get this anywhere than Metro TV. So continue to follow. We've been given a 1 month, timeline during which this situation would have been solved. So we shall come back again to give you a follow-up, as you know we do always. But they are also entreating residents to cooperate with them to stop building on their pipelines or their sewer systems, so it makes their work easier. And we are also calling that let's us, collaborate and then work hand in hand in making this work. Until you hear from us again, Gabriel Obodai Torgbor-Ashong reporting. It's been a long day for us. Bye-bye for now.
All right, indeed, it was a long day for Gabriel Obodai Torgbor-Ashong, bringing to bear issues from our communities, issues emanating from within our community. Now, if you have any issue, any problem within your community that you want us to bring to bear, make sure you just dial this number 024143 1035. And Gabriel Torgbor-Ashong, as usual, will be there to, you know, take a look at the problem and bring to bear so that we get the authorities to act on it. That's our work here, and we always make sure that we ensure that the authorities do the right thing within our communities.